When spring comes to the South Atlantic Ocean, penguins in uncountable numbers emerge from their home, the sea. On land, they find partners, court and mate. On land, they feed and nurture their young. And sometimes on land, the slow or unlucky meet with sudden, violent death. The year was 1982. In an undeclared 72-day war that cost 1,000 lives, Britain's armies drove off an invading force from South America. This assured Margaret Thatcher's re-election and brought about the downfall of Argentina's military dictatorship. It also put the Falkland Islands on the world map. Located near the eastern tip of South America, the Falklands are a collection of some 200 islands, large and small. Rocky coasts, deeply indented with many bays and inlets, offered good anchorages for the whaling vessels that set sail from here for 150 years. The population today is just over 2,000, and the capital city, Stanley, little more than a village. The people here are English-speaking, mostly Christian, and almost uniformly of British descent. The economy is built around the export of high-grade wool. The cool, dry climate and the rough uplands are ideal for sheep herding. The surrounding waters of the South Atlantic are rich in marine life. Killer whales, scourge of other sea mammals, including these southern sea lions, part of a group known as the eared seals. They gather in family groups to breed and raise their young on rocks by the water's edge. Powerful ties between family members are reinforced by gentle and affectionate play. Rounded forms like huge sea-washed boulders line the Falklands beaches. On closer inspection, they reveal themselves to be massive sea elephants, named for the inflatable snout of the male. Over 2 tons of blubber, muscle, and bad attitude, the largest bulls stake out territories and gather harems of as many females as possible. The actual mating is a rather passive engagement. But a threat from the sea, in the form of another adult male, causes the bull to spring into action. Posturing with their snouts, the rival males hurl their mountainous bulks against each other, bellowing, snorting, and gouging. Weakened with hunger, for weeks he has not dared to leave his precious harem to search for food, the resident male, injured and subdued, yields to the intruder, perhaps plotting his revenge as the victor claims his reward. The Falklands are a haven for seabirds and waterfowl of every kind. From the nondescript Magellan goose to the exotically lovely black-necked swan. Then there are the skuas, large birds. They look much like gulls and are closely related to them. Opportunistic predators, they're also known as robber gulls for their habit of harassing other birds and stealing their food. Patrolling the skies, they're ever on the lookout for anything edible or vulnerable. On the moors below, sheep graze among patches of tussock grass. And among the sheep, penguins, found in rough pastures, scattered along the sandy beaches. In groups of a few dozen, or numbering in the hundreds, clambering the rocky hillsides. It is October, spring in the Falklands, and another invasion is underway. Several penguin species, some 200,000 in all, emerge from the sea. Literally out of their element, they traverse the rough landscape, single-minded in their determination to reach their nesting sites. The journey is an arduous one. It's 50 meters straight up, but a lot further as the penguin climbs. Perched on the rocky cliffside, this penguin city, where 10,000 rockhopper penguins gather to nest, is defined by a clamorous wall of sound and the overwhelming reek of guano. Standing just over a half meter, the rockhopper's most notable features are a crest or halo of feathers and its glaring red eye. Larger by 20%, Gen 2 penguins are year-round residents of the Falklands. They are easily identified by their yellow feet, orange beaks, and a conspicuous white headband stretching from eye to eye. The Magellanic penguin is adaptable to environments from grassy slopes to coastal bluffs, but it always builds its nest in an underground burrow. The Magellanic's plumage is described as piebald, spotted black and white, sometimes even on the beak. A broad band of white circles the chin and other outlines the chest. The king penguin is at the far northern end of its range on these islands, where it chooses an area of low, bare ground for its rookery. Almost a meter in height, it is the Falkland Islands' largest penguin, second only in size to Antarctica's emperor penguin, which it strongly resembles. Brilliant yellow-orange patches on its throat, neck, and long, slender bill distinguish the king penguin and play an important role in signaling sexual maturity and readiness to mate. Kings belong to the family of wingless divers. Rockhoppers are crested penguins, or beautiful divers. Gen 2s are classed as brush-tailed, and Magellanic penguins wedge-shaped. No matter what the species, when breeding season begins, penguins pair off. They will often mate with the same partner year after year, but availability also influences the choice. Arriving early means a prime nesting site, a head start on the breeding season, and a greater chance at survival for their chicks. Among rockhoppers, the male alone gathers building materials. Even after the nest is fully assembled, he continues to collect small rocks or tufts of grass as courtship offerings. Crested penguins are known to be more aggressive than other types, and rockhoppers are the scrappiest of them all. They compete fiercely for nests, biting and beating each other with their flippers. And though they prefer the same nest year after year, they'll settle for whatever is available, even when it's not available. Finally, territories are sorted out, and the real business of the season can begin. The males, flaunting their erect feather crests, humorously described as lunatic fringes, now use their flippers to gently pat their female partners, stimulating their readiness to mate.